In this video, I'll show you how you can create and send invoices on PayPal. So I'm on my PayPal business account. I'm pretty sure you can do this on a personal account, but these are the steps to do it on a business account. So you want to go to Pay and Get Paid once you've logged into PayPal. Hover over this and then you want to click on Create and Manage Invoices, and that will take you to the invoice window. From here, what you can do, you can create a batch invoice or you can create a single invoice. So click on Create Invoice. Now once you're here, you want to choose a template. Now you can bill for an amount, a quantity, or you can bill for hours. So say if you've worked so many hours, you can send an invoice for the amount of hours worked, or you can just bill for a quantity and just leave it on the default template. So first you want to go ahead and add a customer. So click on this box and click Add New Customer, and it will open up this window where you can then add your customer details. So I'm just going to add some filler details here. We'll just type in John Smith. It's important to add an email address because this invoice will be sent to their email address. So I'll just enter in a random email address that I own here. Okay, so now I've done that, I'm going to keep the billing address hidden, as in I'm not going to enter one. And you can enter as much information as you want here and then click Save. So if you've got the information on your customer, I would add it just to keep records. But if you don't have that much information, just add their email address and their name. If you've got items to be shipped, you can go ahead and add their address and you would do that in the billing details. But if you're just invoicing for services, then uncheck this. Now scrolling down, you've got your item name. So I'm going to add a new item and I'll just call this video editing. And then you can add a description if you want to. You can also add a price. So let's say we're charging £50 per video editing, and we can then save the item. You can also add VAT, which is something you're going to have to configure yourself based on if your company is VAT registered. Once you've added it, you just want to select it here. It's going to change the quantity to 1 and the price. Then you can also add a description if you want and highlight what exactly you're going to carry out or what exactly you're billing the customer for. And you can add as many different items or services here. Now, one thing that I would also add, your currency is going to be set to your default currency. If you want to bill them in a different currency like USD, you can go ahead and find it here, and that will change the currency on the invoice. And then you've got here the message to the customer, and you can also add terms as well. So maybe you want to add the terms and be like payment to be received within 30 days. So add whatever terms you want here or in the note to customer section. And a reference number, you might want to add that just so you can cross-reference this with your invoices if you have a lot of different invoices. But anyway, after you've done all of that, you can then go ahead and go to the three dots and you can share the link to this invoice. And that's going to open this invoice in a new window and give you a link, which you can go ahead and copy. Now, once you click on copy, it's then going to create the invoice. And the person that you've added to this invoice will then receive an email with this invoice. You also have this link that you've copied, remember, and this link you can just go ahead and manually send to the person. So I've just pulled up the invoice. This is going to be the email that your client receives, invoice updated, and it's going to show the invoice the price, and they can then click view and pay that invoice. And that's pretty much all you've got to do. Once it's then paid, it should then be marked as paid. You can also remind them if you click on your invoice and click remind. If you want to mark it as paid, you just click record payment. It might update automatically though, because if they pay with PayPal, PayPal are going to see that the invoice has been paid. You can also see the activity here. So that's basically all you need to do to create and send invoices. If that helped you out, let me know in the comment section below.